The Golden Duck is a Slovak story. Once upon a time, in a small village in Slovakia, there lived a kind-hearted boy. His name is Johan. He was the son of a farmer, and he helped the house every day and was kind to the villagers. Johan had one big dream. That is, one day to become a good merchant and travel the world. One day, while Johan was cutting trees in the forest, he suddenly saw a beautiful flock of ducks. Among them, there was a duck that stood out. The feathers glowed golden, as if they were gathering sunlight. Surprised, Johan couldn't help but chase after the golden duck and finally caught it. "Please leave me alone, Johan." The duck began to speak in a strange voice. Johan was surprised and stared at the duck in silence for a while. "If you let me go, I will definitely thank you." Johan was kind-hearted and immediately let go of the duck. Then the duck flew into the sky and flapped its wings, saying, "Thank you for your kindness, and as a thank you, I'll give you good luck in the future." At that moment, Johan held a small golden feather in his hand. Surprised, Johan carefully kept the feather in his chest. The next day, Johan returned to the village and showed the feather to the merchants in the village. Then the merchants realized that the feather was made of gold and exclaimed in surprise, "With this feather, you will be able to overcome any difficulty." The merchants tried to buy the feather at a high price, but Johan did not let it go and kept it carefully again. After a while, Johan finally left the village and made up his mind to travel the world. Along the way, he was kind to those he met, and wherever he went, there were many events that brought him good luck. Johan gradually grew his reputation as a merchant and was finally able to start doing business in large cities. One day, Johan found a wonderful gem in the chest. Among them, the most beautiful golden ring caught my eye. It glowed as if it had been bestowed upon it by that golden duck. When Johan picked up the ring, he suddenly thought, "This jewel should be dedicated to that duck." Johan decided to go to the forest again. In the deep forest, when he found a golden duck, Johan said, "With your help, I have been able to come this far, I dedicate this to you." When the duck received the golden ring from Johan's hand, he said, "Your kindness of heart surpasses any treasure, and as a thank you, I will continue to bring you good fortune." At that moment, a beautiful light shone around Johan, and the duck flapped its wings and flew into the sky. And when the light went out, Johan stood there. After that, Johan gained fame all over the world and was able to live a happy life. His kindness and sincerity were transmitted to people wherever he went, and he was eventually able to succeed in a big business. And the last words that Johan said were, "I learned that what really matters is not the golden feathers and jewels, but kindness and sincerity towards others." That's it. Chenlei, who gradually began to drown in the power, began to abuse the power of the divine wine. He began to use his powers to control and intimidate the villagers. His actions went against the will of the gods and led to the wrath of heaven. One night, when Chenlei visited the temple again and asked the messenger of the gods for help, the messenger said quietly, "Heaven knows that you have abused your power. You are waiting for the reward." When he finished speaking, the sky darkened, thunder roared, and the temple shook. Suddenly, Chenlei lost his power, and he felt his body gradually weaken under the influence of the divine wine. The light disappeared from his eyes, and Chenlei, who had lost his strength, knelt on the spot. The messenger of the gods said last, "The wine of God is not given to those who only seek power. Those who use true power must continue to have mercy and responsibility in their hearts." After that, Chenlei left the village and never drank the divine wine again. The villagers passed down the power he once possessed as a legend, ensuring that he would never forget the existence of the divine sake so that he would never abuse it again. That's it.